Hi, my name is Mellow Joe, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 E3 announcements. So, E3 has been kind of on a downfall for the past few years. Announcements aren't as exciting as they used to be, the hype for it isn't as exciting as it used to be, but that doesn't mean that we weren't still surprised and excited for some of the announcements that happened this year. Before I get to my top 5, we're going to be talking about what wasn't there. One big thing that wasn't there was Sony. Sony's one of the big companies, one of the big three from Nintendo, Microsoft, and they weren't there for not a very surprising reason. In an interview, they talked about why they opted out of E3 this year. They said, "We are exploring new and familiar ways to engage our community in 2019. The trade show has lost its impact in recent years and it is no longer useful." Which, we see why. With Nintendo and its directs and other companies and their conferences that they hold throughout the year, with announcements just being sprinkled here and there, with constant leaks, with the constant need of wanting and needing to know what's coming out right then and now, it's hard to wait for one time of year to save your big projects to announce for, right? It's hard to wait for this one event to announce your big projects. Just with the community in general, just with the way that media and social media has evolved, we are kind of a here and now type of society. We want things to be announced now. We want to hear things now. We don't want to wait for these events. Even though there's a special thing about getting together with the community, just seeing other people's reactions and reacting together in these community situations, right? It's just not relevant anymore. One thing that hasn't been announced at this E3 or touched up on was Elder Scrolls 6 at the Bethesda conference. Me and many other people have been looking forward to what Bethesda is going to do with the next Elder Scrolls, right? We've been waiting, but they just kept on touching up on Skyrim, just kept releasing Skyrim for newer, more consoles. We want something new, right? We were waiting for this. Last year, they teased and reassured they're still going to be making this Elder Scrolls 6. They still have it in sight. They're working on it. Don't worry about it. Unfortunately, they didn't really touch up more on it this year, so it's still floating out in the air. Who knows what they're going to do. Now, let's get to the exciting part, what was there at E3, and what my top 5 announcements were at E3. Number 5. Nintendo by far won this E3 this year. They constantly were announcing exciting games that the community was looking forward to seeing, and the community didn't even know that they wanted, right? Like Luigi's Mansion 3. So we're sitting through this 40-ish minute direct, and we think it's over, but Nintendo's like, wait, nope, we have one more thing to show you. What could it be? Well, we first see the cutscene, and we first hear the music. We know that it's Legend of Zelda related. So it goes through, cuts to the end. Hey, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is in the making. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has had such great response, especially with the Switch. Really exciting news. It has a darker feel to it. People are like, is this going to be kind of like the new Majora's Mask? Are we going to be scared? Is this going to creep us out? Anyways, people are really excited for it, and understandably so. Number 4. So Nintendo is going to be announcing a new DLC character for Smash, and people were predicting who it's going to be. There was a prediction that it was going to be a character from Dragon's Quest, or possibly Banjo-Kazooie. Well, we only expected one announcement, and the character rolled around. It ended up being the character from Dragon's Quest, and we went on with the direct. Well, surprise, surprise, Nintendo got one up on us. They surprised us with the second announcement for another character in Smash. And, oof, this was like a major goof on the viewers. So it opens up with King K. Rool, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong sleeping. And then all of a sudden, there's a Jiggy from Banjo-Kazooie that flops on by. So everyone's getting all excited. Banjo-Kazooie! Banjo-Kazooie! So the three characters run up to the window, look outside. What do we see? A silhouette of Banjo-Kazooie. But, surprise, it was actually Duck Hunt Dog. Dressed up as Banjo-Kazooie. They're all laughing, but then it pans up into the sky, and we see Banjo-Kazooie plopping in, beating up Duck Hunt Dog, and King K. Rool, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong are all excited and like, wah! It's just kind of funny because their fighting styles, Banjo is just beating people up with Kazooie. It's fantastic. Banjo-Kazooie is such a loved game. People are really excited for this, so it seems like a really smart choice to put them into this game. Number 3. This is going to be like a weird one because the game itself I could care less about, but the way they announced it, or who was there, or you puppies, when they were announcing Ghost Recon, they had a little dog there. And honestly, what more can you ask for? Number 2. I know I said, what more can you ask for than a little puppy being at your announcement? Well, it's Keanu Reeves announcing your game, which is what happened at Xbox conference for Cyberpunk 2077. The game itself, people are super excited for, but when you have someone like Keanu Reeves announcing it, probably instantly sold. Don't care what the game was, Keanu Reeves is promoting it, I'm gonna buy it. Number 1.
Your attention, please. The Nook Inc. Getaway Package charter flight will soon be arriving at the deserted island.
It cuts to this black screen, and we hear this kind of airplane announcer. We hear kind of airplane noises in the background, and it says, "Thank you for flying with Nook Airlines," or whatever it's called. And just by the name Nook, we know that this is going to be an Animal Crossing. Ever since the Switch has came out, or has been even announced, people have been excited for a new Animal Crossing game. They've been anticipating a new game for the Switch. And last year at E3, along with like the Isabelle announcement for Smash, they put a little snippet being like, hey, look out, in the future we're going to be announcing a new Animal Crossing game soon. And this E3 comes around, and we finally get this announcement. In previous Animal Crossing games, we usually come to a town that has already villagers in it. It's kind of already established, and you're kind of an outsider, so you have to try to talk to the villagers, try to fit in. In the last game, we were mayor, we gotta build projects, there was an island we gotta go to fish, to catch bugs, just to hang out a little bit and then go back home. This time around, we live on an island, an isolated island. No one lives on it. We have to basically start from scratch. Build an island up so people will want to come and live there. We can jump across rivers with sticks. We can build stuff. You can collect stuff from trees and flowers and stuff to craft. And I don't think anyone was very disappointed with this. Everyone's really looking forward to this game. Unfortunately, it has been delayed until May 2020. But with the reasoning that Nintendo gave, I don't think anyone's really mad about it, because Nintendo came out saying the reason why they're delaying this game is because they're trying to give their employees a good work and life balance, which everyone is really respectful about, everyone understands, and actually is giving kudos to Nintendo for, because as being part of this community, people really value when a company is really good to its employees. And if we have to wait a little longer for a game because you're trying to be good to your employees, we're okay with that, especially a game that's as good as this looks. Thank you for watching my top 5 announcements at E3. Let's say Nintendo, which honestly 3 out of 5 of my announcements were Nintendo related. Honestly, if it wasn't for Nintendo, Xbox probably would have won just by Keanu Reeves, but I feel like Nintendo did really good this year. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.